already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Hey, Delta.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Slam. All 52. Check three.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Able to complete this one to McLeod. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now, operating from the gun. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 6-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run, watch the run.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Bills 0.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
57, Mike, 57. Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, Charlie. 57's Mike. Watch the run.
Now Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That's it. Ready? Mike, 49. Hey, watch the slant. Check.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gun. Hey!
To throw is Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 20. Watch the safety creep. Kill. At 20. Kill.
This is Michel on the counter. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gun. 53.
This is Harris. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's been a long day for you. Kill. Watch twist. Watch the ship. Great.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun. Here we go. He's the mark.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Ready. 49 to Mike. Hey. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Watch the out.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Gets past one man. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
58, the money. Watch the curl.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
50. Get him. Get him. Get him. 8. Mike 50. Come on, baby.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Newton. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Newton to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, this secondary's done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Game situation, let's go. SOS.
Gun.
SOS. Mike's 50. Go. Mike, 50. Better bring it. You better.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Watch 88. Tight end left.
Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Newton. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
My 50.
Gun.
That's track.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
20.
Mine's 50. Watch the slant.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That's complete. It's Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Shoot. 8.
Check 26. Great.
And it's Michel once again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch that in.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
57. I got you. Middle. Shift.
Regular.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up.
Other as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
49's the mic. Watch what I'm on. Watch QB jump.
Gun.
Show it. Switch. Tighten up.
They run the counter. Michelle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Ready.
53. Check 53.
Check 20. 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Great.
50's the mark. I'm trying to collect. Nice hit.
Express.
Go tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Gun.
Mike's 50. I'm coming for you. You mine.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
That's how we do it. Get out of here. That's how we do it.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Big hold to the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56, 56.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
And the blitz does come. That one complete to Elliott. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. 180.
Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Gun.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Yeah. Hey, Mike 50, Mike over. 50.
It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
51. 51 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to...
A first down carry by Elliott. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. All 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Great.
Newton's going to throw it. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 50. Hey, here we go.
Hey.
Now it's Newton. Uncorks one for Davis. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Elliott. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Alert!
Back to throw. Allen. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6.
Allen to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go, 19! Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Watch the screen.
To throw is Allen. Screen pass to Connor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
51 to Mike.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic. I'm scared. 58's the mic.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Dancing to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, what